we have to be able to drag this down till it's basically like scraping down and wiping and exposing the substrate, if that makes sense. So you're just this is, if you imagine, they usually do this with gel stains and stuff like that, very, very thin. So you get a lot of distance out of this, but it's kind of, you want to be somewhat thoughtful how you do it. So I gauge my thickness actually with my old bent trowel. It's my favorite trowel, but has had some bad days in its life. I gauge my actual thickness with my tape, so that kind of gives you an idea of how thick I like to be. If it's much thicker than that tape, I think it's usually too thick. So, and that is just for wood graining specifically, guys. If it was any other kind of wall epoxy, it wouldn't. Any other application, it wouldn't really matter. You'd want to have as much on there as you needed for your pattern.
This is an exotic wood, right?
Very. This is Joe Exotic Wood. Mr. Joe Exotic Wood to you. So, this is the kind of wood you have if you have a pet tiger.
So this is an island.
No, this is a wall.
I bet Joe Exotic has all kinds of wood we wouldn't want to know about. How's he doing? Is he still in prison?
Yeah.
Wasn't he trying to get Trump to pardon him or something?
Yeah,
He was like really mad. He's like, Trump's gonna pardon me for my tiger crimes.
Joe Burrow, the quarterback from the Bengals, he was writing down to him to help him out get out of jail.
I couldn't even. A bunch of people were talking about that, and I was like, this is not real. Like, there is nobody that's quite that crazy. And then I saw the episode, and I was like, well, clearly. Do you see, guys? Now, most people won't want to waste any product, so they will not wipe that excess off. But then they will not get a good wood graining effect out of this. So if you notice, that's just way too thick over here. I'm not applying a lot of pressure. It's just really steady, but I am controlling the speed. So if I pull a little slower, it'll drop down and pull a little more product. And I don't want to pull too much off, but I do want to make sure there's not too much on there still. So. All right, now we're about ready to go. This product's not hot at all, is it? No, it is not. Now, like I say, you definitely want to have firm pressure and steady speed, but really realize that the most important thing is that you have a really steady stroke here, and that the majority of the time, you rock this tool to expose a different part of the grain, but don't rock the tool. Everybody just wants to rock back and forth, and it looks just like crap, like there's a tree knot every 2 inches. So most of this time, watch how little I'm gonna move the tool, how it's super straight. Do you notice now I'm slowly rocking? See how slowly I'm rocking it? Do you guys see that slow, like I barely moved it, right? So I rotated it maybe 15 degrees the entire distance of that.
So okay, I see.
Slow it down. I noticed right here I was moving a little fast, so it was riding up on. It's like a boat that goes up on plane and it's not sinking like it should. So I had to slow that back down a tiny bit. I'm going to go past my end grain, then I'm going to start a totally different part of the tool, so it's a different part of the plank wood grain, if that makes sense. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. Maybe there's nobody on the live. I don't really know. I can't imagine you guys wanting to come back and watch this boring crap again, but we're going to spray some fun stuff on this.
You don't worry too much about the buildup, it looks like.
Not at all. Just keep it off the front there and just keep on keeping on. That's Gordon. Dig it.
Can you do floor epoxy on tile floor?
You can. We very commonly do tile or epoxy over tile. But remember, you have to use a very high grade epoxy, so call our office. And that is what we do very commonly.
Can you
All right.
rotate that tool 180 degrees?
180? No, like this way? Flip it around, like, yeah. You can go both. This tool goes both ways, if you know what I mean. So, now for my sprays, which concentrated sprays should I? What do you think we should? Maybe some gold. Yeah, I'll try some trans gold maybe, and maybe some charcoal. Not sure where my charcoal's at. Yeah, we'll just have fun with it and see. All right. Now I'm going to spray a few contrasting colors on this.
What kind of tool are you using?
It's just a wood graining tool, a cheap, inexpensive wood graining tool you buy on Amazon or anywhere. Well, that one's had better days. So,
For epoxy on tile floor?
on tile floor,
Tile. Do you have any?
they probably not tile. So yeah, you can epoxy over a pile on the floor or whatever you want to. I guess a pile of something. Yeah, I'm guessing you mean tile, and yeah, you can do it over tile.
I just Google sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changes the word.
Can you remove the piles?
No, don't remove the tiles. Pour directly over. Just grind your highs, fill your lows, grout your. You're actually the same product we're making wood graining here, is a very inexpensive way to fill all your grains in, or your grout lines rather. Sorry. And then you can come sand, do a quick sanding, and come back over to a skim coat and pour any kind of flood coat and color you want. So now I do this. If this is horizontal, I go very heavy. If this is vertical, I go much lighter, and I take a lot longer while I slowly do this because I want the alcohol to evaporate out and leave just the metallic powder.
What did you just spray on there?
That was some Caribbean color, and I want some different color planks here.
Will too much of that alcohol spread that? Like,
It really won't spread this easily, no. It'd be pretty tough to spread this.
Well, you call this like a vintage finish?
Maybe, it's just a weird technique that I learned. I was trying to do wood graining. I used to do a lot of decorative concrete pours and like decorative concrete overlays. And so that I love doing wood grains with that. So I always wanted to learn how to wood grain with this. And this is just the weird method that I came up with. It's definitely not probably the best or the only way. I keep hoping I'm going to do this and somebody will show me something even better to do. But all right, now you want a clean trowel. I want the belly of the trowel down. I'm going to wipe it pretty darn clean.
Is this really sticky?
Very sticky if you were to touch it right now, but if you let it cure, it won't be. Let it dry out overnight.
Do you use wall panels horizontally?
Totally depends. I mean, I usually just trowel wherever I am, however I need to trowel it, and I'll leave it right in place usually if I'm troweling. And now I'm lightly swiping the top just to expose that hard red underneath, remember that red. So just a light swipe. Now clean your trowel because we don't want to just gum that up in between. And it'd be better to run a few extra passes or strokes down this than to push too hard and try to get it all at once and then you push too much product off, or so take your time. Don't be afraid if you have to like kind of finesse it a little bit. And if it makes a mess, just stop and clean it. But what do y'all think of that? Just a very simple way to make a wood grain, right? So now, if you didn't want to swipe it right now because you were worried about it, maybe it's like really wet, maybe it's a vertical, it took you a long time to do because you're being really patient and letting stuff dry, that's totally fine. Let it cure, peel your tape, get everything off that day, and the next day come back and sand it, and you can sand off your highs and expose that red or something if you wanted to.
Right now, knocking it down.
Yeah. So I like doing it with a trowel if I can because it's going to be flatter, but there's your wood grain right there. I don't know. Grab the bucket here. Give yourself a good old spackling with a little putty knife here, and grab yourself a wood grain tool and pick your trowel, but please clean your trowels when you're done. We lose a lot of good trowels in this classroom, so. And we're going to pour a fun little ocean pour really fast, so thank you guys so much for the love. So the class is going to tape off their wood grain pattern, and we are going to have fun while they're doing work. And then they're going to do exactly what I just did. So if you're in a class, I usually do a demonstration, then you go to your own piece and you have to mix and trowel and pour and spread and spray your colors. And thank you for the love. Your guys' likes on here and hitting that like button and subscribe button. Whatever you guys do, the followers, it's a huge deal to us.
Talk about workshops.
Workshops, we have 25% off discount right now. And you show up, or bring your wife or your significant other or a non-significant person. Everybody's significant though, let's be honest. Bring somebody you love for half off. I'm trying to really encourage teams more. I see people that come here and learn better when they have the support of somebody they actually cared about. So I think I should do a super faint color in here, don't you think? Don't you think I should do a tiny bit of... No, don't ever spray alcohol straight into here with color, guys. Don't ever do anything I do. But it works really well. So
Where are the workshops at?
we have one right here in Grand Junction, Colorado, like the one that we're in right now. And then we have them in Ocean Isles Beach, North Carolina, and in Vero Beach, Florida coming up.
How much are the workshops?
The workshops are from $349 to $999 depending, and right now the discounts would be $7 something, and they're very hands-on. You guys work in my workshops. It's a workshop. It's called a workshop for a reason. So I don't believe people learn without doing. So we try to get lots of mistakes made by each person. And look at that alcohol I poured out. So now, like I say, guys, this is just art and fun. I'm trying to do it really fun. I did say Vero Beach, Florida. Vero Beach. Did I say Vero Beach? I did say Vero Beach. Yo, best catch you there. A trowel? Oh, I think I'm okay.
What's all in that spray that you sprayed?
What's all up in that spray? Just 99% isopropyl alcohol and our color. So we put a lot of our mica powder colors in there. And now I'm just gonna kind of push this. I poured this obviously way thicker than it needs to be because it is an ocean pour. So I don't know what it is, guys. I'm calling it an ocean pour.
Twisted Heart says they're in Vero Beach.
Twisted heart, then I better see you there with your twisted heart. You really have a twisted heart. I don't believe it. Okay, this is gonna be just a fun ocean pour. We've done these on floors. We just actually did a big dance floor basement the other day, like 1,200 square feet like this. That was a fun job.
You're doing Jamaican style.
What kind of epoxy is this?
This is Countertop Epoxy. So you can buy it right off our bio. Link is in the bio.
Why are you not wearing a mask?
This is a 100% solids product, and unlike most 100% solids products, this actually doesn't have harmful evaporative chemicals in it. So I don't worry about that, but I certainly appreciate that. I love that people are starting to care about health. I've spent a long time trying to teach people about the health and lack of health in some epoxies, and I had a lot of people kind of mock me over it, especially dudes. They were like, what do I care? I just need it strong. Well, you don't want to die of cancer just because you had fun.
Is this self-leveling?
It is very self-leveling.
I caught that it was denatured alcohol. What's the other stuff in there?
Just our mica powder in the denatured, or the isopropyl alcohol. It's isopropyl alcohol, and it has our mica powders mixed into some of them. Sometimes we just spray a clear, but often we actually do spray a color just for that purpose. So now I'm gonna grab the torch. I'm gonna lightly torch it now just to get it to kind of level out and see if I get it to blur a bit. Oh, this is the torch. This is the torch that we had fallen the epoxy. It's never gonna work again. I'll see. I'll test that later.
Any classes coming up in Boston or North Carolina?
We have North Carolina, and that is Ocean Isles Beach, North Carolina. And then we, of course, have our Florida class. Hit that like button, guys, if you like what you're seeing. And thank you. How do I avoid bubbles in the mix? Well, I mixed this like I was a little boy that just found out about puberty for the first time. So just slow down and be a little more patient than I am, and it'll work just fine. I try not to drill mix unless it's large batches and whatnot, and I keep the drill all the way under the product, so I'm not having a big vortex of air sucking in. So
When is the North Carolina class?
the North Carolina class is in a month and a half, I believe.
End of March, yeah.
End of March. Sorry, end of March. 2 months.
Does this scratch easily?
No, this actually right here, there's things called Shore D ratings in epoxy. And this has a very amazing hard, what's called Shore D rating, which is the scratch resistance of it. So as far as, can you scratch it? Yes, because it is an epoxy resin. But as far as compared to epoxy resins, this is one of the hardest, clearest, most color stable, scratch resistant products on the market.
Any classes in Tennessee?
I don't have a class in Tennessee. I'd love to do one out there, but I think a lot of people in Tennessee prefer to come to Florida or North Carolina usually. It seems like that's what we've gotten out of most of our classes out there.
Where was the class in Florida?
Vero Beach, Florida.
And how much are those classes?
Right now they're on sale for like $7.75, and the second one's half off that. So, and then the ones here in Junction are a little cheaper. And yeah, check out each class dates, and it'll have the updated pricing. And there is a sale right now going on. Ooh, I'm loving how that trans gold's popping up.
Can you pour epoxy into molds?
I can. That's kind of what I'm doing here. It's not really a mold per se, but I put foil tape around the outside. I'm just trying to create kind of a cool port effect. I'm gonna spray some heavy gold or something around my whole border.
I did this one.
Oh, heck yeah.
Made it better.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
Harley Rose is asking, can you put this on particle board in a mobile home? I'm taking the carpet up and looking for something to put down.
Definitely. We actually just poured epoxy, just exactly like that, just a moment ago with the whole class. That was our live we did about 2 hours ago. Did I just spray you bad?
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to going home and glitter.
That is. Who asked me the other day? I was like eating dinner, and the waitress was like, "Do you always work with glitter, or what? Or did something just happen to you today?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I actually work with." I didn't realize I had it all over me. So translucent, so you'll be able to see through this, but it'll leave a sweet, sweet beach effect.
How long are the classes?
4 days, and they're very hands-on and very interactive.
Where is the class in North Carolina?
Ocean Isles Beach, North Carolina.
And it's Ocean Isles.
Ocean Isles Beach. I'm sorry. What did I say?
It's Ocean Isles singular.
Ocean Isles. Okay. Just Ocean Isles.
Ocean Isle.
Ocean Isle. Oh,
Yeah,
Ocean
not
Isle.
Yeah, Ocean Isle.
Damn it. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. Ocean Isle. Is this going to look like shit? Well, probably. What do we think?
How long does this take?
Overnight, guys, as long as you keep the temperature up. All right.
How long of a work time do you have before you can rejuvenate?
Quite a while. I could work this for about 3 hours if I was really trying to work it. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy.
What do you have to do before you put this on concrete?
You want to seal the concrete, make sure it's stable. You don't have moisture coming through the bottom. I apologize. I did not mean to cough in your guys' ears. I love you guys, by the way. Thanks for joining. I can't believe how awesome our online people are lately. They make lives totally fun. You guys have really good questions too.
What kind of epoxy are you using?
This is our Countertop Epoxy. The link's in the bio on it too. It's a very color stable, very strong, amazingly priced resin. So
Looks like the waves are blocking.
I'm trying to get some wave action going, guys. I'm not like the best at ocean though. Ocean scenes. I'm getting better at them, and I'm trying to practice them. But
Johnny Thomas says, if we have a space, can you do a class in New York?
New York, Johnny Thomas, if you have about a 1,000 square foot room, we will do a class there. If a little bigger is better, but I would love to. I'm definitely looking for a space to do that in New York area. So if you tell us, we would schedule that today. So call the office, and the link's in the bio, or 970-639-9338. So, and if you have a space, what was his name?
Johnny Thomas.
Johnny Thomas. If you have a space and you want like countertops poured there, or an entryway poured, like a really nice entryway floor, or something poured over some nasty old tile, let us know, because that's a lot of the places we get for a class. We actually fix them up. So we'll do whole projects in your place if you want.
What are you making? I just joined the live.
You know what? I'm just making a big pile of crap right now. I'm just having fun, guys. There's nothing special going on here. We have guys doing wood grain patterns, and I'll show you what I just did for a wood grain with wall epoxy. And then I figured it would be fast, and I've been wanting to have some fun with some ocean waves and some weird golds and stuff over here. I had some, obviously it's not as good of an idea as I thought it was, but.
I have a ton of mica. Does it have to be a certain type?
No, just remember not all mica stays really color stable, so we're really picky about what we source and sell. So, ooh, look at that. I don't know. It's not the ugliest thing I've ever done.
Do I need to teach you how to do waves, sir?
You must have to, Laura. I don't know that I want this to be I want this to be a really wispy, like, you have that light turquoise. I want it all mixed, if that makes sense. I don't think it's smart to do them all in a circle like this either. I think I should have done like a partial side. It's just too small of a circle to, in my opinion, to make this look as natural.
Johnny Thomas says I'll DM you.
Yeah, DM us. Thank you, Johnny Thomas. We're mostly just having fun now, because this is how I do shit, we're most likely gonna just spray the crap out of this with fun colors. I know a fun color for you guys. It's called glitter. Maybe purple glitter's not what people are wanting, but it's what they're getting.
Is this self-leveling?
I'm very self-leveling, yes. Now don't ever sprinkle glitter like this. This is wrong. Don't ever sprinkle glitter like I'm sprinkling it.
This looks like a tropical storm in the middle of the ocean.
It is a tropical storm in the middle of the ocean. That's exactly what it is. I'm bringing awareness. No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Will you ever do a live where you pour over old tile?
I will do a live where I pour over. Actually, I do that quite a bit, and I pour over a lot of tile. So, as you guys see, my precision with this glitter, you can only imagine my precision over a tile floor. Okay, I think this is going to look better than you guys think it's going to look. So,
Do you have a school in Las Vegas?
we do not have a school in Vegas, but I've taught a lot in Vegas. But we always have to rent a venue, and no offense, if you're from Vegas, I love you, and I hope you come and visit me, but I freaking hate Vegas. I'm not much of a party animal. I'm a camping, hang out with my kiddos, like go see the forest, watch flowers. That's the kind of guy I am, so it's hard for me to hang out in Vegas for very many days.
Do you ever do just plain white countertops?
Plain white? Yeah, not all the time, but we do a lot of white. Lots and lots of white marble, guys. So, yeah, have I ever done something like this? Fuck no. This is like ridiculous. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But
What's the difference between floor epoxy and countertop epoxy?
flooring, much different viscosity, different flow rate. You have air release in it that expels air. It's made more for penetration of like porous substrates, and we have a lot different flexibility, and it stays flexible at different temperature extremes because you need a lot different impact resistance on a floor than a countertop. So very good question, guys. So I'm gonna grab my clear alcohol and something to light a fire with, and we're ready to have fun again. That is the epoxy torch. Don't ever do what I do, guys, unless you're super awesome like me. So. I'm just kidding. Who wants their kids learning safety from me?
Would you sand this down and clear coat it, or would you leave it as is?
Yeah, I'd do whatever you guys want me to do to it, to be honest. I'm just having fun.
Erica says I have a concrete basement floor of a bi-level before.
Yep. Let me know if you have a good basement floor for us to do. Let us know what the square footage, but it has to have really good access for customers because we'll have 30 people in there sometimes. So, and we want them to really be able to get in and out and on the floor and see stuff. And I never want to trash your home. So, well, here's for all the people that are always asking for glitter and we're never doing it. So, I'm sorry that I never do enough glitter for anybody. Now I better just go put this torch down because nobody needs a torch in their hands after that much. Not after that much alcohol went down. I don't even want to think about the torch. So.
Sí, por eso digo, necesito dejarle que se seque. Yo el mío, que lo quité muy rápido, me lo llevé todo.
That makes sense.
Polished Pixie says I have an all concrete flooring. I'm pulling carpet if he wants to hold a class here.
Where's that at? Tell us where you're at, Polished Polly.
Polished Pixies.
Polished Pixies, and tell us what's your square footage and what we'd be going over.
What does the fire do?
The fire pops air bubbles, self-levels the product. You can even kind of heat it up a little additionally to really create cool patterns. So
Would you recommend lighting it on fire?
never light it on fire, guys. Never, never, never. Most people on earth just are not as awesome as me, so I wouldn't recommend being like me. I'm kidding, guys. I joke too much. But yeah, don't light fires, please. It would scare me if I had you guys out there lighting fires.
Bailey Custom says howdy.
Bailing Customs, there's a gangster right there. That man just did an awesome flag. Go check out, I hope it's on his page. If you look at Bailing Customs flag, he just did a really cool 3D one, and he has actually done some flags for us as well. So.
Trick is let it dry enough, separate color and color, and dry enough, just the way with the knife to. Yeah. That way you're not letting the color.
Everybody's like, what the hell? He had a seizure. Ruined our piece.
Do you teach in Arizona?
What's that?
Do you teach in Arizona?
I have done. I used to do a Phoenix class once a year, but that was with Idal, and I have not done that for 2 years. So, because I don't. The only places I have a training facility that I can teach in is Florida, North Carolina, and Grand Junction, Colorado. So, and I'm looking for one in Los Angeles, California, specifically. So, if you have an LA training facility, we'd have a huge class.
Bailey Customs is asking if the person behind the camera is Kaya.
Kaya is behind the counter. Kaya's behind the camera. I'm getting tired, guys. I woke up at like 3 this morning. I actually worked till like 8 last night on a job up in the mountains.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, how long have I done this? For about 14 years, guys. So I did this back when people laughed at me and said, nobody's ever going to put color in epoxy. Well, we're going to put color in epoxy, trust me. And your mom's going to like it, like she has for 14 years. So. The subtle end of day crap talk.
Where are you going to be in Florida?
Vero Beach, Florida, guys. Vero Beach, Florida.
And when is that class?
26th of February 26th. All right, guys, this is the ugliest thing I've ever done. We don't need to zoom in on that. Come on, we don't need to zoom in on it and accent the hideousness. We're gonna show you guys tomorrow though, because I bet you guys won't believe how cool this actually lays down. I'm going for what this looks like after it cures. Not really. I'm actually just trying to get views on TikTok, and I was ready to pop a tit out just to get some extra views. So hit that like button if you'd like to see my tits. No, I'm joking. Please don't hit that like button. But I hope I see you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in again. God bless you guys, and have a badass day. We will be back tomorrow with a pretty fun project.
Neo Nick Van.
Neo Nick Van? I know you. I know what you want to see, Neo Nick Van. I was in the Marine Corps with him, though. He's already seen me naked, so he knows.
Well, he
so.
says go to Bathtub Beach when you're in Vero.
Bathtub Beach? I would trust him. He's a badass. Everybody, if you need somebody back east, check out Neo Nick Van. He's one of the best installers we got. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much. These wood grains, and you can follow us around for the wood grains, too. These wood grains are good.
Don't look at mine yet, I'm redoing it.
That's okay, good. Take your time, slow it down. Take as much time as you need to do. These two both right here are the best.
Mine don't have nothing.
I like what his did.
That's good, though. That's
You know,
really
he
good.
like it was too wet almost.
So you wiped it?
But he
Yeah.
so he took the big.
Uh-huh.
chunk,
But you
I
still
like
have
it,
the
and-
pattern, and that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, too much is not good ever, so in my opinion. So
I think the timing between color and color, let it evaporate
let me see
and
this.
then let it dry.
Let's start out. If you start out by just smearing shit on a wall, it's gonna always look like you smeared shit on a wall. But if
Well, it looks like I had smeared shit on a wall.
we're gonna start out, and we're gonna do this with intention.
That's good.
Come back over here with that tool. And slow down. You're gonna make the prettiest one. Now don't try to turn it at all.
Don't try and turn it.
I'm gonna see that this actually works, so I'm not talking shit to somebody without the ability for them to win.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
Slow it down, a little more pressure, and don't turn it as much.
go. Okay,
Just stroke it, don't turn it.
okay.
There you go. I trust you. I do. Look at this.
I was pretty content with that.
Yeah, I just wanted you to get extra practice. You were content. Little did you know. Fail. We just cut this certificate up.
Okay.
No, actually, it actually looking pretty good. Look at this,
Yeah.
too. Now,
already marked
you leave
for
that
the
and take some
background.
clear, a different color, and fill it in. Wait 4 hours. You can do some amazing things with it. This is just barely enough for you guys to have fun with the product.
I was in the middle of
In our floor classes, we do or our wall classes, we do big walls and
Okay,
stuff.
so how do I jump
Oh, that
past
was
this?
good. Now just start on a different place of the tool. That's really good. And now just like a different angle of it, and now press in really hard and just pull slowly down, nice and slow. You did good. You did way better than you think. It's gonna look better than you think when you pull all that off.
It's gonna look better than it was.
Yeah, try it again. Start again. You know, and don't honor that next expansion, this little butt joint. Don't even do that. I would never tape one in where I had like a 4-inch stroke or a 2-inch stroke. Just keep going. Yeah. Nice and slow. I mean, I wasn't trying to get you to physically move as slow as you could, but I'm kidding. I'm just.
I can slow it down.
No, you're doing really. See, that is actually. Now you're getting. I don't even know if you can see on the camera, but that actually is leaving the correct impression. And now we just need our colors. See, good job. No, seriously.
do this
No, don't stress this.
No,
Don't
touch.
overthink it. You just did it really well. Now we'll get our color on there. And,
What are you putting on green?
yeah. What other color you want? What colors do you want?
I like the gold.
Okay, yeah, bring some gold over.
I like the charcoal.
Stand back and spray it. You don't have to be afraid of it. Here, let me shake that for you a little.
I did. I thought I had.
Come on.
I have a
You
dog.
raised kids back in like what, the 70s? I know when you shook your kid, you shook them a lot harder than
I
this.
used a wooden spoon.
I bet you mixed the mica powder up in
I
them.
never shook them. I
You-
just used the wooden spoon.
Just the wooden. My dad broke a wooden spoon on me one time. That was pretty funny.
All you had to do
He
was
used to
put-
make us bring our own switches too. He'd be like, "Go get your spanking stick," and he'd be like, "Well, shit, too small a one," and he's gonna have a reason to.
all
I
you
remember
had to
one
do
time
was
I brought
put
a
it in your purse and they
floppy little switch back, and I thought, I don't know how bad this could hurt. The floppy little switches are the worst.
Oh, they doesn't suck the
Yeah.
little switch.
what you want me to do.
Yeah, go get like nothing. Just leave, don't come back. Go.
Did I just lose all my colors?
No. Oh, wait. It's gonna expose them all. right, you'll get some good color out of this. Of course, we've worked this way too much, but
That's a nice little thing.
yeah, a lot better, right?
Oh,
Better than it was.
thank you.
No, it's actually hard on these tiny little areas to, I mean, having a longer section to work, and it really does make a difference. So these, we'll just actually put a bunch of this product. We actually purposely won't clean these. We'll stick them just like this, and they're easier just to peel out of a bunch of product. These here, we'll clean any of our trowels we can with just alcohol and rags, and here's one. I'll try to bring them all over to one area if somebody wants to just help me. And there it is what it looks dry. Now, guys, we can either let our alcohol dry, and I'll show you what this looks like right now. I'll peel my grout lines off. Remember that if you wanted to hide this more, you'd use a non-contrasting color on the base, and I would peel my grout lines before spraying all my color, and then it would kind of fill them in and flatten it all, and they'd blend a lot more. If you do not want them to blend and you want them to pop out, then you peel it after everything dries.
Lindy, 6185 Center Rose.
Wendy, thank you so much. Lindy?
Yeah.
Lindy, that's kind of a cool name. Thank you, Lindy. The only rose I've ever gotten is on TikTok, but I'm not like a flower type of guy. I'd be scared. I'd be like, damn it, you gave me flowers. How am I gonna not kill these? I will make sure I water your TikTok rose every day, Lindy. I don't want your husband to show up and beat my ass and get his rose back. Like, what was that about? The TikTok rose. You douchebag. My wife gave you a rose.
Lindy sent a dinosaur. Casatica sent hand horse.
Yeah, and you know what I would be like? Guess what, bro? These other girls sent me dinosaurs. So, the hell you have problems with that?
I'd send you a velociraptor.
Get in line, jealous men. No. Velociraptor? My last truck was a Velociraptor. Don't ever buy one.
What kind was it?
A Hennessy. A Raptor on 37s.
Oh, really? So no good?
Yeah, if you want something that's way faster and way more of a man trick, buy a TRX.
Yeah.
And I've had a Roush, two Raptors, and the TRX.
What were you talking about?
As far as like true off-road ability, the Dodge is.
Which one?
The Dodge is just way more power.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way more.
Is this bowed this way?
So, guys, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your patience. Now I think the live's probably over, and we're just going to clean. You guys probably don't want to see that. So thank you guys, and thanks to the whole class today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.